I also like that All-Star voting is now open. Head to gamezone.cfl.ca and select your All-Star votes right now. You can submit them. Henoc will do the West. I'll do the East, but at the QB position. For me, it is easy. It's obviously Chad Kelly, non-starter. No disrespect, but y'all know. You'll watch the tape. It's Chad Kelly. West, though, much more competition. Who you got in the West,
Wow, this might be shocking.
Oh, boy. I mean, it would be shocking if it's not one of two people.
That's right. I mean, it's going to be between the two people that you're thinking. Okay. It has to be. I mean, it's hard not to put those two guys in the conversation. And so it's really a toss-up to me. It's a toss-up, and I want to be fair to one of the players because I want to isolate this particular season.
It's a lot of words, Chris P.
I'm getting there.
It's not names.
I'm getting there. But when you look at the two guys, obviously, that we're talking about, Zach Collaros as well as Vernon Adams. Those two guys have obviously put together a great campaign this year. The knock on Vernon is the fact that he didn't necessarily play every game this season, and his team is evidently the second in the West. And Zach, I talked about the fact, I don't know. I don't think that he'd be proud to say that this is the best football that he's played, and especially having had the seasons that he's had in the past. And so I've just seen my expectations for Zach Collaros is so high that I'm going to give it to Vernon Adams.
Have you broken up with someone before?
I'm married to Jessica Muamba, and I don't know anybody before that.
Okay. Because that was a lot of it's not you, it's me. It's not you, it's me. You're wonderful, you're lovely. You're gonna make someone really
is a
happy.
toss-up, though. It's a toss-up, but it's
gonna
a
make
close
somebody
second
really
for Zach.
happy one day. It's not gonna be.
You know what? I can't guarantee you that by the time we walk out of this studio in Toronto here, that I may or may not change my mind. That's how close they are for me.
What that means to me is you're just gonna check who's the last person to text message you between the two of them.
Well, maybe.
Well, I do actually think that Vernon Adams Jr., as of today, there's still football left and big games coming up this week. That'll make a difference for me. But right now it is VA, even though he's coming off a loss against Zach. O-line. Who you got for O-line? I'll start. I just went to looking at the grades that our friends at PFF have for CFL players, something that you can do when you're online looking to evaluate the game or just looking to kill some time, because you can basically find a grade or a stat for everything. And I got to give it to Brandon Revenberg of the Hamilton Tiger Cats. And the reason why I love Revenberg and why I want to give it to him is because he's giving you, again, I'm going to say it, I'm going to sound like GM, positional flexibility. Mm-hmm. He's taking snaps at left tackle. He's taking snaps at left guard. He's taking snaps at right tackle. It has been musical chairs on that Tiger Cats offensive line. We will bring that up with James Butler because he's had to pay for it. But the steady hand on that line, no matter who else was up with him, was Brandon Revenberg. He is my all-star selection as an East O-lineman. Who you got from the West?
Well, I'm going to go with Winnipeg Blue Bomber offensive lineman Jamarcus Hardrick. I mean, we often talk about Stanley Bryant, who's been recognized as one of the best offensive linemen in the league for the last few years, has won the award as well multiple times. But Hardrick usually gets slightly forgotten, but he's one part of those twin towers that the Winnipeg Blue Bombers have. And we always talk about the Zach Collaros's, and we always talk about the defense that they have and the Willies and the Big Hills, but we never give any love to the O-lineman. And Hardrick is one of the linemen that gets kind of forgotten when we talk about that O-line. And to me, he's been one of the guys that's been a pillar for them as well on offense over there, and he deserves that recognition, and I'd have to give it to him. His PFF grade this year has been pretty good as well. So to me, Jamarcus Hardrick.